imams of hadith, muhaddisun, many fuqaha. But when it comes to aqidah, Imam Abu al-Hasan Ashari and Abu Mansur Maturidi. And most of the people from the Asian subcontinent, Imam Abu al-Hasan Ashari and Abu Mansur Maturidi. And most of the people from the Asian subcontinent.
The way we deal with Quran and Sunnah, more wise, more knowledge than their way. But as-Salaf, their way was safe. Okay, they believe Allah has hands, Allah has hands. Khalas. They said this is the way of that Salaf, this is nothing. Us, we said no. Hand, it means power, it means he doesn't have a hand, he has power. We have the guts to say it doesn't mean hands, it means power. We tell them, subhanallah, this is the wise, this is the wisdom you got? They said yes, this is the knowledge we got. I said subhanallah. When Allah Azza wa Jal said to Iblis, to Shaitan, why you didn't prostrate yourself before Adam? And I created Adam with my own hands. What hands here means? They said power. I said, okay, so what's the point of God saying to Iblis, I created him with my hand? Yani, what's the point that Allah wanna makes by saying that to Iblis? What do you think? What the points Allah was making when he said to Iblis, I created him with my hand? The point, you following me, sisters and brothers? The brothers here are kind of lost. I don't know about there. طيب. Or online. The point is Allah telling Iblis, he telling Shaitan, why you would not prostrate yourself before Adam, and he's better than you because I created him with my hand. He's different than you. If hands here means power, God would say, Shaitan would say to Allah, so what? I was created with your power too. And I was created with what? But as Shaitan knows that hands, it doesn't mean power. Hand, it means hands. Because Allah only created Adam with his hands. We tell them, what is the wisdom that you claim that you have? What is the knowledge that you claim to have? Allah said, with my two hands, with my two powers. Allah have two powers. When Allah said his right hand, it means his right power. When Allah said he took with his hand, it means he took with his power, he accepted with his power. When Allah said that this hand has fingers, it means the power has fingers. Where you got this from? What kind of knowledge that you have? What kind of wisdom that those people claim that they have? None of the Sahaba ever said that his hand, it means his power, or his hand, it means his capability. They said his hand, it is his hand. They kept it the way it is. How his hand looks like? It is like our hand. No. His hand belonged to him. It's not like our hand. Exactly. He has a life. You have a life. Your life like his life. Your existence like his existence. Your knowledge like his knowledge. No. Can you say he doesn't have knowledge? He doesn't have life? He's not exist? You can't say that. Because if you said that, you're not Muslim. So if you're admitting that he has existence, he has life, he has knowledge, he hears, he sees, but all this different than ours. So what's wrong with saying also he has hands different than our hands? They are all the same. Why this you stuck with it? Why you don't say he has wisdom and his wisdom different than our wisdom? He has anger and his anger is not like our anger. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not give them the light to open their hearts. That's why I'm telling you, even they are the vast majority who control the Islamic education in the Muslim world today, but most of the Muslims, they're not like that. Ask anyone here. Ask, does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mercy? He will say yes. Any Ash'ari, he doesn't believe that Allah has mercy. We never accept that. Or Allah Azza wa Jal has hand, or he's above his throne, or above the creation. That's something he will be so disgusted even to describe Allah with. A'udhu billah. Something not acceptable for them. Or has anger. No. You say, oh Allah, get angry at the kuffar. Yes. Any normal Muslims, he will say that. Any person, his education is, because sunnah is simple, but bid'ah is complicated. Anyway, also in that time, Sufis.
We believe in all of the names and attributes of Allah that are found in the Quran and the Sunnah.
Ya Rasulullah.
Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say, Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely.
تو بشریت کا لباس اتار دیا تھا اور جب عرش والوں کو چھوڑ کر لامکانے گئے نورانیت کا لباس بھی اتار دیا تھا. اب کون سا لباس رہ گیا؟ ہائے ہائے. ہک ہے ہک ہے ہک ہے ہک ہے ہک ہے ہک ہے جیڑا ہک کو ڈو کر جانے وہ کافر تے مشرک ہے.
واہ یا رسول اللہ یا رسول اللہ.
Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say, Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely.
سن 2000 میں ابوا گیا. ابوا کے آگے جنگل میں گیا اور حضرت آمنہ کی قبر کو ڈھونڈا.
اللہ کی تلوار عرش کے اوپر سے چلی ہے. عرش زیر و زبر, عرش کے فرشتے زیر و زبر, عرش کے نیچے زیر و زبر, ستواں چھواں پنجواں چوتھا تریا دوا پہلا آسمان لا, وہ ہوا فضا خلا لا, وہ زمین آسمان چند سورج تارے لا, وہ انسان جنات جن پرند چرند آبی خاکی ناری نوری ہوائی فضائی خلائی سب لا ہیں لا ہیں. کوئی کچھ نہیں ہے, کوئی کچھ نہیں ہے. جو کچھ ہے وہ اللہ ہے, جو کچھ ہے وہ اللہ ہے.
جو لا کہا وہ لا ہوا, وہ لا بھی اس میں لا ہوا, جز لا ہوا, کل لا ہوا, پھر لا ہوا, اللہ ہوا.
Ya Rasulullah.
Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say, Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely. Okay, what is the difference between Sunnis and Sufis? Sunnis are Sufis and Sufis are Sunnis. No Sunni cannot be Sufis, and if a Sunni says, I'm not a Sufi, then he is a Wahhabi. It's simple.
قرآن مجید کو سمجھ کے نہیں پڑھتے, اسی میں کوئی بھی آدمی اپنے آپ کو عالم بول کے آپ کو گھومنے لے کے جاتا ہے. کوئی بھی کچھ بھی کیا فتویٰ دے دیا مان لیے.
یہ کہنا اللہ سب جگہ موجود ہے, یہ اسلام کی تعلیم میں نہیں ہے. یہ
آپ کو گھومنے لے کے جاتا ہے. کوئی بھی کچھ بھی کیا فتویٰ دے دیا مان لیے.
We believe in all of the names and attributes of Allah that are found in the Quran and the Sunnah.
Ya Rasulullah.
Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say, Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely.
تو بشریت کا لباس اتار دیا تھا اور جب عرش والوں کو چھوڑ کر لامکانے گئے نورانیت کا لباس بھی اتار دیا تھا. अब कौन सा लिबास रह गया? हाय हाय, हिक है हिक है हिक है हिक है हिक है हिक है, जेड़ा हिक को डू कर जाने ओ काफिर ते मुशरिक है।
वाह या रसूल अल्लाह, या रसूल अल्लाह। Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely.
सन 2000 में मैं अबवा गया, अबवा के आगे जंगल में गया और हजरत आमना की कब्र को ढूंढा।
अल्लाह की तलवार अर्श के ऊपर से चली है। अर्श ज़ेरो ज़बर, अर्श के फरिश्ते ज़ेरो ज़बर, अर्श के नीचे ज़ेरो ज़बर, सतवां छेवां पंजवां चौथा त्रिया दुआ पहला आसमान ला, वो हवा फिजा खला ला, वो जमीन आसमान चंद सूरज तारे ला, वो इंसान जिन्नात जिन परिंद चरिंद आबी खाकी नारी नूरी हवाई फजाई खलाई सब ला हैं, कोई कुछ नहीं है, कोई कुछ नहीं है, जो कुछ है वो अल्लाह है, जो कुछ है वो अल्लाह है।
जब ला कहा वो ला हुआ, वो ला भी उसमें ला हुआ, जुज ला हुआ, कुल ला हुआ, फिर क्या हुआ, अल्लाह हुआ।
Ya Rasulullah. Can you pray to the Prophet, peace be upon him, say Ya Rasulullah? Absolutely. Okay, what is the difference between Sunnis and Sufis? Sunnis are Sufis and Sufis are Sunnis. No Sunni cannot be Sufis, and if a Sunni says I'm not a Sufi, then he is a Wahhabi. It's simple.
فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون.
We have another question. The question says, where is Allah? Okay, let me ask all of you. When we say Allah, where do you look? Or where does your heart look? I think all of us will start looking up to the heavens. All of us, our hearts will look up to the heavens, which means that Allah is above all of us. Once we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala is in the heavens, then it means that Allah is above all of us. This is what it means. And you know the hadith when the Prophet ﷺ asked that young girl when her master slapped her, and the Prophet ﷺ said to her, where is Allah? And she said, Allah fis sama, means Allah is above everything. And he asked her, who am I? She said, you are Rasulullah. And then the Prophet ﷺ told her master just to free her because she is a mu'minah. And in the Quran, as Ibn al-Qayyim said, that there are many verses in the Quran that lead to this fact that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. أَأَمِنْتُم مَّن فِي السَّمَاءِ أَن يَخْسِفَ بِكُمُ الْأَرْضِ ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ, and so on and so forth. Many ayat. And this is the consensus of all scholars, of all previous scholars, to be precise. And it is the consensus of all the main four Imams. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, and Imam Ahmad. All of them, they believe that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. Moreover, if Allah Jalla wa Ala is not above everything, then where is Allah? As simple as that. Can we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala is under the world? Astaghfirullah al-Azim. That goes against the name of Allah Jalla wa Ala, the highest, Al-Ali. So, if we say that Allah Jalla wa Ala in a place that we don't know, where is it? Okay, in a place that we don't know, where is it? Okay, or we don't know about that place, but we know for a fact that Allah Jalla wa Ala is above everything. And that is the meaning of Allah fis sama, means Allah fil ulu, means Allah is the highest, means Allah Jalla wa ala is above all creations. Jazakumullahu khairan.